Hello everybody and welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation, where I think we found it. The long lost final abnormality. I technically don't know the answer if it's literally the final one, but I suspect it might be the one we've been looking for, because I finally found a new abnormality. After trying to grind the command center area. Its scale would never neglect the weight of even the smallest sin. I do not recall seeing that before, so... I'll go with the portrait. Finally, after all this time, we get to see this new abnormality. I'm actually kind of a bit excited. Like, there's practically been so much build-up to it going so far. Mainly from the comments, but build-up nonetheless. I've got the, for what it's worth, I got the Firebird here. I finished all its page here, and I've been grinding it. Apparently, getting a good result guarantees that loses one of its 3 points. Getting a neutral outcome has a low probability of it lowering, but getting a bad result for some reason fills the little counter meter back up. So I've been kind of trying to play with that on the Firebird, trying to grind it. Meanwhile, I've been trying to grind in Orchestra here, and it's kind of nice actually being able. It's kind of easier to grind him, even though it's still kind of weird how you have to keep aiming for the neutral outcomes. It's a lot easier to grind him when you don't have to worry about the little meltdowns forcing you to work on him. Because before I would go out my way to save his 2 points for if like the countdown would force me to work on him. Which is why I'd probably like work on him once per session or whatever, and it was so slow. But when you remove the risk of like losing that, it's a lot easier. I mean, I'm not like rushing it or so. I'm not gonna like go nuts and push my luck, but you know. Temperance. Wait, hold on. Just give me a second to... Are you serious? I give him... What? Duh. I forgot I need to be level 5. Okay, just... So I think I just want to do that. Okay, just put those two with weapons. Or just do that. Wait. Go back. Let's look at our new abnormality. Whoa, that's well, its main torso is a bird, but it's got the skinniest stick legs I've ever seen. Is its head wrapped up in bandages or something? There's an old saying, never forget the bird of judgment. No matter how long it takes, it will eventually find you. It is never in a hurry. Whoa, it's doing pale damage, that's rare. Few realize their own sin. The scale of it guides them to awareness of this. Now, only darkness reigns over the forest. Okay, he's happy. He looks more neutral, but it's kind of weird. When the work result is normal, the counter lowered with normal probability. Okay, how are the other two doing? Still being worked on? Perfect. After all this time, I finally have it. The collection is complete. Now, I'm kind of aware something's like supposed to happen or could happen if you have all three of them. It's only a matter of time. Considering how things usually go with me here, it's only a matter of time. And I've been concocting I was thinking about the whole idea of the Lobotomy Corporation artificially creating abnormalities. These versus like the naturally formed abnormalities. I was wondering, like, there's some abnormalities that I think are naturally formed, like the three birds from the forest I think are naturally formed. Abnormalities like Snow White's apple, I think, might be an artificially created abnormality. I kind of suspect that abnormalities that link more towards it's looking like inanimate objects or being inanimate objects or something. It might be artificially created, like outside the company. Like for example, the robots, like what was it, the all-around helper or so, things like that are like, I think are like artificially created because, well, they're robots, duh. But I think we're like created by like outside entities, like created by outside entities or so, who like trying to act like a business or something. But the fact that but one thing in particular that I was thinking about, that I kind of came to a realization to, is that, like, regardless of whether or not an abnormality was artificially or naturally created, or so, like, the reason why the bios don't state that, like, or so, and instead just give like either a physical description or some kind of backstory lore for the abnormality. The reason for that, I came to an idea that the reason why the game doesn't specify is because in the possible event that the head comes back and invades the corporation for a second time, and starts looking through the Lobotomy Corporation's records, it gives the Lobotomy Corporation in some level of plausible deniability in the event. And so that way it'll be easier to claim, like it'll be easier to create an abnormality, give it a fake backstory, making it sound like it already existed out in the world prior to it being here, and scrub all potential references to it being artificially created, or at least artificially created by the Lobotomy Corporation, completely out of existence. So that way, when a government agent's looking at it, they have the plausible deniability to go, see, we didn't make it, we're not making this stuff. It already existed, we just captured it and brought it here. Long burn. And the reason why the Lobotomy Corporation wants the plausible deniability is because the last time they had to deal with the head coming, sending an agent over, or it didn't go very well. The head wasn't very nice to Lobotomy Corporation the last time they came over. Wait, huh? What's the head here? There it is. So yeah, that's my little idea for why bios in the game don't exactly go out their way to state whether or not they're created. Wait, might want to be careful. He's wow, so don't want to keep him on the burner too much. Wait. I want to wait for... I'm waiting for the characters to get done, so... To maximize the amount of employees I can utilize during the stint. Once again, we triumph over the easy dawns. Excuse me. Oh. He's still good. I could go for a second time. Never forget the bird of judgment in our helmet. Find you. Judgment bird. Wait, what? It was long bird just a second ago. I know it changes. I don't even know why I'm pretending to be confused by it. I know the names change. I'm just kind of more used to always knowing an abnormality's name from the get-go, instead of it changing each time. So one moment tells me it's a long bird, then I look at it again and suddenly it's judgment bird. Now, the only thing I'm left wondering about is if first of all, I don't even know what this abnormality looks like if it escapes. Again, something I'm sure we'll eventually learn about. Oh, considering how things go with me. But otherwise, I'm just wondering, like, since the three are connected, like, if between the three birds here, or if one of them escapes, will all of them escape? Will something just instantaneously happen if you have all of them at the same time? Or like, or do they have to act like the koi fish and like, they have to like move across the facility to join up together or so, and you gotta like, get in between them and stop them. Again, these are questions that I'm sure will be answered just by experiencing it the good old-fashioned way, but you know, I'm still allowed to be curious. Perhaps it is already in your house. We who live in a world of light, to you, not only darkness reigns over the forest. And oh, there it is, the sword. Or that was used 150 it. Whoa! Aleph weapons. Dang. Double dang, pale damage, and pale resistance. Damn, Judgment Bird has great stuff. That's some amazing weapon. Hot damn. Right, I keep forgetting about Punishing Bird. Apparently, from what I learned, one of Punishing Bird's gimmicks, the reason why he keeps breaking out so much, is that apparently it's one of those abnormalities where if you ignore it too long without working on it, and it checks for this by like how often you work on other abnormalities. So like every time you work on an abnormality that isn't Punishing Bird will check a point off, and when it accumulates a certain amount of points, it breaks out. Okay, let me just do this. Firework's kind of weird in how it's seemingly, the only way to describe it is that like its conditions are kind of reversed. It kind of rewards you for aiming to do badly with it. I don't know why. And it kind of punishes you for doing good. So I can't believe we finally have all the birds, all 4 of them, even the unconnected Firebird here. Wait, do I get already? Now. So wait, 150. That's 300 for the 2. Okay, give me a second. I need 540 total points for all 4. I'm just glad we finally got like I honestly don't know why Punishing Bird was just really evasive. And if I'm completely honest, the idea of rewinding to grind different abnormalities to get this came from one of the comments, so that was a really good idea I didn't think of. So inside is the best for everything. want to see. Huh? Huh? Are you serious? Are you for real? If anything, the death, I can tell the death is caused by apparently not having the right stats and running out of health, I guess. Okay. Oh wait. Oh right, pale damage. Completely forgot he does pale damage. A bird that used to judge the living in the dark forest, carrying around an unbalanced scale. The scale always tilts the same direction, but it doesn't know this as its eyes are covered, or perhaps it's turning a blind eye to this truth. In fact, the bird was once an even-handed justicator, or seer. Its scale would never neglect the weight of even the smallest sin. The long bird made a scale that was capable of weighing any sin to maintain the peace of the forest. At one point, the bird's eyes could see through anything. The eye is always shone brilliantly, burning like stars in the night sky, but it gave its eyes to the big bird in order to protect the forest. Now only the void fills its eye sockets. The bandage is in tatters, like it could tear off at any second. The bird's face was once covered in gleaming feathers, and they fell out as it spent too much time without sunlight. All that remains is the unjust scale. The long bird continues on, doling out judgment. People are sly and unable to save their own souls. That is why Judgment Bird came to us. Judgment Bird was once guardian of force, however, not one of the most important things, as it was single-minded in protecting the creatures. Perfect. Wait. Gotcha! Now that if Judgment Bird gave its eyes to Big Bird, how many of Big Bird's eyes are its own eyes, and how many of them are for Judgment Bird's eyes? They all look the same, so can't really tell. I don't think it was meant for you to tell. I don't think that they would go out of their way to put like that much detail. That's fine. My immersion isn't going to break just because they don't get the art shown. Alright, so far so good with everyone. Okay, so... this place will return the piece naturally on its own. Punching bird will take care of itself. But the most I like to deal with is hearing that annoying little pecking attack noise there so often, and then the place is already in peace. See? You didn't have to lift the finger. Always the same. Beautiful. So far, so good. Yeah, Apple Girl. Again, punching bird. Serious. Jeez, freaking call a punching bird a newspaper because there's a new issue with them every day. Oh God. Wasn't that bad, but that really just like, you know, caught me off guard. I think I'll go with that. Go with the welfare team because, you know, we still have Chessed's meltdown to do next. Details. It remembers the scales of the long bird that sought not to neglect the weight of even the smallest sin. Voice crack there. This weapon may be able to not only cut flesh, but traces of sin as well. The person who says his ego was a righteous person in the company. You need not bother to remove the bandages wrapping the equipment. It is a sorrowful past that it does not want to reveal. Hopefully this ego will aid in keeping the peace as it was originally meant to. How fitting. Justify. I think I'm going to make a cut here, and I'll come back when there's... something of worth to come back to. Something new, or at least different enough to justify it coming back to. Okay, so I'm back after the cut, and I just, using the little re-extract, I discovered this new abnormality here. Ease yourself. Do you not have the need of the blessing? I've never seen this abnormality before, or I have seen it, but I'm not remembering. Yeah, skip, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Need sweet time loading. Wonder what this new abnormality is. Is it something I've seen before and I don't remember? So, this is a thing to go by. It's obviously completely brand new. Wait. I just wanted to check his little stats. Yep. Move down there. Hire someone new. Speaking of which, for what's worth, I kind of did most of it on screen, but I did get the weapons from Judgment Bird. You remember the skills of the long bird that sought not to neglect the way to get small sin. This weapon may be able to cut not only flesh but traces of sin as well. The person who extracted the ego was the most righteous person in the company. You need not bother to remove the bandages wrapping the equipment. There's a sorrowful past that it does not want to reveal. Hopefully this ego will aid in keeping the peace as it was originally meant to. Along with the suit here. Just like anyone else, its first hope was simple and honest. The wish for peace is now only passed down in an old fairy tale. The person who extracted the ego was the most righteous person in the company. You need not bother with the bandages wrapping the equipment. It's a sorrowful past that does not want to reveal. Okay, so let's just... let's just get my employee real quick. Let's divide the points. Alright, I think I'm happy. Alright, let's check out what our new little abnormality friend is. What? What the? Another tree? I almost want to call it an asparagus or something. Kind of, I think, is this a face or eyes or something? Kind of feels nail breather to it, possibly originating inside a containment unit. The sound of rustling leaves is incredibly tranquil. The majority of the employees here are discontented, and the small blessing gives them great happiness. Well, that's quite a point. Blessing more rating than anything approaches employees of Kana. In the flow for 108. What? I don't. Is this? I don't know what's going on here. Stop your rustling, Tree. Tree, stop rustling. Shush. It's time to be quiet now. I'm reading. Or I intend to read. Wait. Jeez. 7 things. A bud sprout on the upper part of it when Olive finished work with it. Olive was blessed by it and enjoyed it increased work speed and SP. Okay. When repression work was performed, the counter lowered. When another abnormality escaped, the counter lowered with low probability. I don't like that. The last time I had an abnormality that made a habit of like escaping after a certain the last time I had an abnormality based around escaping itself when other abnormalities escape, Little Red Riding Mercenary was like a pain. When 5 were completely being worked with, counter lowered. Great. Another abnormality that demands attention. Okay, that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 3, what are you doing? Why are you getting leafy with it? This little debuff kinda is what worries me about the abnormality. I hope that's not something that can spread. It can summon employees who can bless them. Where's the employees getting killed part? I know this is going to end in employees dying, and that's Trey still wrestling. I'm trying to talk to you and the wrestling leaves. That needs to stop. Gee, for a tree, that tree's noisy. I'm sorry, this is up in the front. Tree's noisy. When 5 buds are sprouted, it turns dark and the employees panic. After some time passing, then turn them into saplings. The abnormality. Ah, crap. It secretes contagious and highly fatal toxins to be removed to decontaminate the area. Alright, so I kinda get the feeling that oh, come on, that's not... Wait, did they just summon a random little clerk? Okay, so... Lesson learned, it can completely hijack... It can completely hijack the clerks. I'm not sure... Wait, I could just easily kill the clerks with the execution bolt, so they won't be much of a problem if I need to deal with that. So looks like the key to this is to have this thing is to dedicate exclusively one employee to, or one agent that you can directly control to work on the tree. World tree. So far, dealing with Judgement Bird hasn't broken out at all since I got him. Which, I'm going to say that's a good thing so far. I remember asking the question like if any of the birds escaping will cause the others to break out, and the answer is obviously no, because at this point, Punishing Bird broke out multiple times and nothing came of that. Okay, what kind of damage is that? White. Don't really know what to do with it. Just nothing left to do but just keep going. Wait. Oh yeah, he got upset apparently. He went from 2 to 1. Hey, hey! Okay. So, once again, it could chase off whoever's being possessed by the tree. Okay. That's important to know. So it's something that can be stopped, unless you have the misfortune of it possessing a clerk that's standing right outside the door and you don't have time to react. Which hopefully won't be the case often enough to screw me over. Alright, just take care. Just business as usual. Just send the employees to take care of their designated areas. Judgement is super easy to work with. Like I said, he's never given me a problem. I mean, I never went out of my way to press my luck with him and test him. I mean, 8% is the farthest I've ever gone. And with his little meltdown debuff, but other than that, I'm not having a problem with him. Again, I'm confident that's going to change sooner or later. parasite tree. Wait, what? Another crossbow does red damage. And it's kinda not bad for red and white, but the 1.3 on the black is... I'm not exactly impressed by that. Oh. See, that's what I mean. Exactly what I mean. My entire point there. Right, I almost forgot about these. As usual. See? Punishing bird escaping causes no reaction from anyone else. I see you. Wait, did I? Yeah. Hypocrisy. I don't know if I remember saying this, but one thing I came up with is that the reason why like the bios don't explain, you know, like which abnormalities these are artificially created in the Lobotomy Corporation and which ones are naturally existing outside and brought in inside is because like all the bios for made up abnormalities are made up as a case of as plausible deniability in case the head comes in again. And I'm just wondering, I don't know whether or not remember saying that or not, because it's been a few days since my last recording. I feel like I did. I think I did. Are you serious, Punching Bird? Jeez, that's exactly the kind of sound that just very quickly becomes just annoying and obnoxious when you're constantly hearing it. Just rustle, rustle, rustle. Like someone going out of their way to constantly do it and never stop because they know it bugs you. That kind of annoying. I'd love to end this day, but Punching Bird needs to go back to his little holding cell. Jeez, it's so slow even with like 2 times speed. And once again, a problem that takes care of itself. I think I'll go with Melting Love. Oh, I forgot to read the bio of the tree. I completely forgot to do that. I was meaning to, but I forgot. Okay, so this abnormality. Oh, so we got another backer abnormality. Cool. An abnormality taking the form of a tree with plentiful leaves. The leaves are lush with a rich green color, creating a comforting ambience. A refreshing flowery scent is carried by a gentle breeze. Employees who made contact with the abnormality stated that provide them a significant psychological comfort. Such statements were deemed truthful as the employees displayed a visible increase in work efficiency, along with a notable decrease in mental corruption. The next excerpt from the employee's diary. At first I thought it was just my imagination being sleep deprived, but as my body and mind got more and more exhausted, the voice calling me got clearer and clearer. I can help you with your problem. Yeah, that's right, you can help me. What was I worrying about? I can smell a flowery scent. They imported a tree. That tree, standing in the middle of the containment unit, was such a beautiful sight to behold. I could feel the scent of flowers flint across my face, though there was no breeze or wind. Smelling that scent for even just a moment made my attachment to the tree blindly grow. I was very intuitive since my childhood, but to see that artificial attachment was hazardous. Ever since then, I tried everything I could to avoid contact with the tree, making all kinds of excuses whenever I was assigned to work on it. Well, if you put it that way, just this once, okay? She said, "Trees, you do something to you?" My colleague's banter gets stuck in my ears. Did it do something? Yes, it did, and it scares me. A few days later, the same colleague has now become a staunch worker, or wearing a constant smile on his face. I knew he's always been an optimistic person, but I couldn't help but feel uneasy because his fate, he seemed strangely comfortable. Really? Do I seem content lately? Yeah, well, that's because the tree's helping me out. He answered lightheartedly. From the years of experience, I can see for certain that few people can smile so sincerely while working for this company. That means when someone keeps smiling at work, the sign something went wrong. My suspicion immediately led me to report this behavior to my superior. The answer came sooner than I thought, that I had to observe the abnormality myself and file an observation report, because there have been several abnormal behaviors related to the tree, which are identified in several other employees, not just the guy I reported. The order forced me to finally confront this tree that I had been avoiding as best I could. I knew I couldn't pass it over to anyone else this time. It was no longer a barren, naked tree that I saw all the day it was imported. Instead, I saw a containment unit covered in grass that seemed to be sprawling around the tree, which is peculiar because there's no way grass can grow in a containment unit. Yeah, someone would find it weird or to see grass and leaves growing out of a metal floor. This facility is completely inorganic. Hello, have you come here to receive my blessing too? The moment I felt that something was wrong, a voice echoed in my head. It was difficult to decrypt the contents of the diary from this point onwards as the writing becomes heavily distorted. I don't know what I wrote the observation. I don't know how I wrote the observation report. All that's certain is that I just wrote what I felt about the tree. This beautiful planet is bringing happiness to every employee who visits its containment unit. It will soon greatly contribute to humanity's quest for prosperity and advancement. But how could an abnormality be such a good influence on humanity? I just want to help you. Help me be a parasite. Pick one. A voice without a single speck of malicious intent echoed again in my head. Yes, you're right. You're just helping me. And if you're okay with it, could you bring all your friends who are having a hard time here? I believe I can help them. Yes, this tree will easily bring peace to their mind. Speaking of which, the news seem to be pretty depressed lately. Hey, I know a place that'll make you feel better. Come along if you want to. She followed me without any suspicion. It wasn't hard to bring her to the tree's containment unit. I offered her to the tree. She could get better. She will get better. You've brought your friend. You are a good child. Let me gift you with something. I could feel something sprouting from my body. I couldn't move my limbs. No, this isn't a bad thing. I am being reborn with the tree. The tree has entered me, transfixed me. We proliferate and become whole. Ah, I can completely feel it now. Ugh. Like, I don't know what's worse, the description of the tree basically possessing someone, or the idea of that it screws with your head so much that, like, you don't just not fight it, you, like, it screws with your head so much, you welcome being mutated into a plant and absorbed. Oh, I think, wasn't the tumblebug thing like Korea's equivalent of like Kickstarter or something? I don't know. I'm not sure. Do I wanna keep going or not? Like, I was just wondering, my intent was to get back to day 37 and try to end on at least one attempt at beating the core or suppression. You know what? I'll make a cut here, or I'll just make a cut when I get to day 37, or otherwise something interesting happens and comes up. I'll come back and I can start recording again. If not, or something, I could always just record a little ending to this. It's just I could always like tack on and record a little ending to this if I want to cut it short here. So, all right, here's the cut. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here real quick, but oh, never mind. Also, I have to say, this little employee here was spending way too much time just standing in the room, just doing nothing. I thought the game glitched and the little agent character was stuck in the room. Wow, completely ruined the case I was about to make. Well, glad to see nothing's wrong with the game. It didn't glitch or anything. Speaking of which, just real quick, I wanted to show off that I realized something that, like, the giving... I almost called it the giving tree. I don't know why. The tree here, one thing I learned is that it can target the little clerks here just as much as it can target employees. Or agents like these. You can target all employees, both clerks and agents alike. And one thing I learned is that if you use the execution bullets to kill the clerks, that there's every time an employee gets a blessing, it gains a fruit. And it's kind of a bad thing if it gets up to 5 fruits from what the managerial tips tell me. So, one thing I learned, in case it's not obvious, so I just want to show it off that I know it, is that if you kill a clerk that's been, blessed by the tree, it removes a fruit from the tree. So, yeah. You only have to worry about possessing employees, which would hopefully make things which hopefully will make things easier, so compared to before. So with that, I'm got nothing left to do. It's just going to be a normal day, so I'm going to make another cut. Alright, so we kind of finally have something new to look at. I was beginning to get a little too complacent with all the areas not having meltdowns. I forgot to pay attention, and now all around Heifer finally broke out because this dumb little meltdown thing ran off and I didn't interact with them fast enough, so... Alright, does red damage. Oh. Oh, he doesn't do that much damage. Okay, but anyway, just to be safe. Did I get him? Or did he teleport? Oh, we got him. Oh, that was kind of disappointing anticlimax. Well, in other news, I got Red Riding Hood back, and I got her stuff again, so... I'm working on day 36 right now at this moment. Just one more day and we can get back to these. We can get to Chess's meltdown. Or his chorus impression, whatever. Depends, I guess. So I guess I'll make another cut here. Alright, so I'm back, and we're about to do what's probably going to be the final thing for at least this episode. I got all the abnormalities. I got it back up to speed. I got it, Judgment Bird, finally, after all this time. The newest abnormality is her again, so I'll be trying to buy her stuff. Or at least trying to keep it saved in a way where I can keep what I buy from her. Gonna try to spread out my guys, and I still remember he apparently increases the amount of damage that specific type deals or so. Like if he selects pale damage, then all abnormalities that are capable of dealing pale damage, Judgment Bird, deal even more damage because of that type. And then if he switches to like red damage, then all abnormalities that inflict red damage get their basically their attack power increased. So wait, 18 points. So oh, hold on, really. I just want to take a second to equip. Oh, hold on, okay, Paul. Wait. There. White, black, red, pale. You know, instead of having you equipped like that, I could give you that and equip you with that, and you know what, you know what, things are good enough as it is. Let's just get into it. Let's begin the course of suppression. The rain represents tears, showing his guilt for how irresponsible he feels for the death of everyone who died of abnormalities the day Divina came on the head's behest. Wait, I don't know why I'm looking at it. Black. Oh wait, increases black. So maybe be careful with abnormalities that do black. Even when he's being suppressed, he's still got that coffee mug. Okay, just gotta treat it like a normal day. Basically, graphics different. And he changed the type to red. How fitting. Little red riding hood does red damage at a moment in time where I gotta watch out for red sources of red damage. How many times do I have to keep telling you, Parasite Tree, you're not getting clerks? I see you. Nope. Right. There's the gimmick. 2 at a time. Great, thanks. If I can get through Gabura's challenge, I can get through this. Ooh, I really like the piano music. Oh, that piano music's really great. Really enjoying it. I'm just loving this music in general. Really good. Almost kind of wish the rest of the game you had music similar to what it's playing right now. I really appreciate it. Like, legit. Good music. Do I even want to try with Judgment Bird? Watch, it's gonna go terribly, isn't it? Dude. Jeez, people are panicking like someone escaped. Ugh. Lesson learned. Don't try to play around with the situation. Or as Red likes to say, you screw around and find out, you know? I wasn't paying attention to that. So the safest things that are the ones that deal black damage and red damage. Oh, that was close. Red. Don't screw around with him. No, that's what to do. So with his counter at one, but still. Black damage. Like the tree. Okay, so unfortunately two employees are blessed by the parasite tree. When did that happen? That's gotta get so old by now. I've stopped paying attention to something, and it's only till like a bit late I noticed that somebody died like this. And then I'm like, how did that happen? I wasn't paying attention. Honestly, I wasn't, but it's probably gonna get annoying at some point. Like, there's gotta be someone screaming at, "Oh, pay attention." You would have known if you kept your eyes open. I'll wait until the stat's almost done, and I'll send someone after. Okay, looking for me, no one's over there. Wait, what? One. Maxim. The game doesn't even tell me how they died, just the character's dead. Okay, so pale and black damage, so we want to avoid. Should only be going after her white and red. Yeah, white damage, okay. Red. I know what they're trying to go for. The little gift you're supposed to give your little employee the appearance of having elf ears. Make it out what you will. I'm just completely neutral on it. Don't really care either way. Let my employees rest in peace, won't you? I didn't catch that. Feel that. I envy you, manager. You and conveniently forget your moments. Hold on. Okay, I'm really sorry for that. Now where was I? Wait, what? Damn, what did happen? You're ready for the switch? Pale and white again. Tree. Uh-oh. Wait. Black is back on the menu, so... Sent someone with a weakness to white damage to work on selling it. That is white damage during a point in time where white damage is increased. I do not pay attention, do I? At least nothing bad came of it, so... Now, just fall into the usual strategy of spamming the weaker abnormalities to just progress. Really. And here's 3. Uh-oh, looks like he's getting angrier. As much as I'd like to continue, but something's come up. I gotta pause it right now, so I'm going to have to make a cut here. Alright, I'm back, and hopefully this would be hopefully this would probably be the last cut. Hopefully. Assuming I don't mess things up, and I heard fight. I'm white, so. So at this point, it'll probably be safest to just work on things that deal only the red. Wait. Cancel that order, soldier. Yeah, he's just throwing his little tantrum there. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I think I remember hearing somewhere that if you leave Firebird alone for long enough, he'll get bored and go back home. Ever even feel this vast pain that my employees will rest in peace on you. At this point, it's just a matter of, it's more a matter of grinding. It's more of a matter of grinding your way out. What's that noise? Are you serious? I really dislike this. Parasite Tree is going to be exactly that kind. I can already tell. It's already more than obvious right now. Oh, Parasite Tree is going to be exactly that type of abnormality. The exact type of abnormality that's going to punish you for ignoring it. You get busy with other things. You forget about it. You take your eyes off of it for a minute or two. And then, bam! You're resetting. I don't like that. Well, at least I can say made some good progress, and on one hand, I already detest the idea of like the Parasite Tree punishing me for ignoring it to the point that I'm slightly tempted just to restart everything, just for the sake of getting rid of Parasite Tree. For what's worth, I already completed the little mission here of having all the stuff done. The only thing left is I have to get I have to get Chesed done in order to start on this here, so just acknowledging that, but I really detest. I already detest this Parasite Tree already. Well, this has been Lobotomy Corporation. The only thing, real quick, I just want to say, the only thing actively stopping me from, just resetting in the right way is obviously because of Punishing Bird. Or Punishing Bird. The Punishing Bird's right here. I'm thinking of Judgment Bird. Duh. Anyway, this has been Lobotomy Corporation. Thank you so much for watching. And comment down below or share your opinions and thoughts. As I always read comments, I always appreciate them. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I'll be trying. Next episode will probably be just me, attempting chess. Will be dedicated to attempting in Chess's chorus impression, but anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys around.